What's up, guys? D-Rock1992 here. For this next video and for my next movie review, I'm going to review a movie I watched just a week ago. I watched it before, but not the entire thing. The movie in question that I'm going to do my review on today is 300. It came out in 2006. It was directed by Zack Snyder, who's known for a few films. Watchmen, that came out in 2009. Man of Steel came out 2013. I reviewed Man of Steel, and I really liked the movie. And among the films he's going to be doing in the future are next year, the big movie of the year probably next year is Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. He's going to direct that. And he's going to direct the upcoming Justice League movies. That's Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, all these iconic characters. So he's going to direct those. He's going to upcoming. He's going to direct a few films, and he's already got some films on under his belt. So 300 is based on two fictionalized. It actually is based on a 1998 comic book series of the same name by Frank Miller. You may know Frank Miller as the creator of Sin City. Those movies, there were two of them, Sin City and Sin City: A Dame to Kill For, I believe. Lynn Varley was the other creator of the comic book series. This is a fictionalized retelling. 300 is a fictionalized retelling of the Battle of Thermopylae, or Thermopylae, however you pronounce it, which was a battle between Greece and Persia in the Persian Wars. And Sparta was the main. Sparta is the main, like, when we talk about Greece, we talk about Sparta in this instance. Sparta, King Leonidas is the king of Sparta, and he leads exactly 300 soldiers against King Xerxes, who is the Persian god king, who has an army of more than 300,000 soldiers. So 300 against thousands and thousands of soldiers. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers. So this is pretty much... This reminds me of the Alamo. The Alamo, 1836. There were not very many Americans, Texan Americans, against an entire Mexican army. That was what the circumstance was in the Mexican War, and you can really compare it to 300, because if you're familiar with the history, in 300, every soldier died. Almost every soldier dies, except for one. And that one soldier narrates the entire story. So it's basically what that's about. Meanwhile, there's a little subplot while the battle's going on. Queen Gorgo, who is played by an actress named Lena Headey, she is trying to get support for Sparta for her husband in the form of more soldiers. She is denied that request, and unfortunately, the 300 passed, in the Battle of Thermopylae. So, now that I talked about the main story of the film, let's talk about some of the characters. I'm going to talk about a few in particular. First of all, Gerard Butler. He is the star of this movie. He really is. He comes into his own. This is considered Gerard Butler's breakout film. Now he's a pretty big action star and gets into romantic comedies. More about that in another video, though. But yeah, he really got his start, his big break in this movie, 300. It was the breakout role for him. It made him a star. And you can see why. I mean, Gerard Butler as King Leonidas just gives a powerful, pretty breathtaking performance. It really is a great performance from Gerard Butler. Lena Headey as the wife, Queen Gorgo. She's not bad. She's a good secondary character in this film. You know, I like her. She did a very good job. David Wenham, who plays the narrator of the film, who is Dilios, a Spartan soldier. His narration is great. It really is. A few other people in the movie. Dominic West plays a main villain. Theron, a fictional corrupt Spartan politician. So he plays that. This is an early role. Michael Fassbender has become a big star now in the present. One of his earliest roles was in 300. He played Stelios, a young, spirited, and highly skilled Spartan soldier. So, those are some of the characters in the film. But the characterization and the plot are not the strong suits of this film. They're good in the film, but they are not the strong suits in this film. The strongest part of this film is the breathtaking visuals. It's unbelievable. This movie was shot spectacularly. It is a spectacular movie to see. You know, a lot of people probably were really excited when they got to see this movie in the theaters, because this is a movie that is built for the theaters. It's just breathtaking visuals, a breathtaking film from start to finish in terms of visuals. Visuals, special effects. I'm imagining there's CGI, computer-generated imagery, in there as well. And the violence is really awesome. 300 does get graphic. There's no lying about that. 300 does get graphic. It's not a movie for everybody. Don't take your kids to see this movie. I mean, 13-year-old teenagers. Don't even take teenagers to see this movie. This is a graphic film. And it's a rated R film. There's no doubt about it. Because there's a lot of blood and gore, and it's what I like best. I mean, this is, to me, mindless action. For, you know, I shouldn't say mindless action. You do have to think a bit in this film, but in some aspects, yes, there is mindless action when the battles go on and all that. But this is a great story as well, because the 300, they really put a dent in the Persian army until all of them were slaughtered, pretty much. And there was a hunchbacked idiot in the film who betrayed them. Betrayed the Spartans. Joined the Persian side and betrayed the Spartans. You'll have to watch the film to see who the guy is, basically. But yeah, I mean, my review of the film is a 5 out of 5 stars. It really is a breathtaking film to watch. For the visuals, the special effects, Gerard Butler is magnetizing as King Leonidas. Very magnetizing. He really is the star of this film. Lena Headey played a good, solid secondary character. David Wenham provided great narration in the film. And this film's just a great, exciting watch. So, I would recommend it to people who can handle the material, first of all, because this is violent material, gory for a lot of people. But I'd recommend it to a lot of people over 17 who yeah, who can really handle this material and who really like, you know, a good story and mindless action at the same time. And that is it for this movie review on the film 300. D-Rock 1992 out.